तव कथामृतं तप्तजीवनं कविभिरीडितं कल्मषापहम् श्रवणमङ्गलं श्रीमदाततं भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः भुवि गृह्णन्ति ये भूरिदा जनाः. Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Ramakrishna was talking to Hazra on the long north-east veranda, and M arrived. He is telling him, the author of this gospel, that he would like to meet Vidyasagar again. Stage by stage, he has to work on them. He gives the example, I should like to visit Vidyasagar a few times more. The painter first draws the general outline, then puts in the details and colors at his leisure. The molder first makes the image out of clay, then plasters it, then gives it a coat of whitewash, and last of all, paints with a brush. All these steps must be taken successively. See, the evolutionary process is overnight or sudden changes may be there rarely, but just like a plant grows, I want fruit, but how do I get fruit? I put the seed. How it grows? I can activate growth, give it sufficient nutrition, that because of lack of nutrition or water or sunlight, its growth is not hindered. It is clean and constant, beautifully it grows. All nourishment, flourishingly it grows. That's all I can do. It is nature which is bringing up. Just like a baby in the womb. How the baby in the womb grows, you see. Stage by stage. By the time in the embryonic stage, you will see nothing is visible. Neither hands are there, eyes are there, nothing is there. Just a piece of muscle line. One by one, how it projects out, how it develops. Nature, finally by 6 months, the whole bodily structure is ready. In every field, you see the evolutionary process is slow and gradual. And when we do anything also, we do it stage by stage. Suppose I want to make a chair. Wood has to be brought, it has to be sliced particular way, then one by one stage. Finally, I give the polishing. Ore I bring, stage by stage I develop and make it a vessel or a glass. How by stages we undergo transformation. Here, Sri Ramakrishna is here. What is the difference between nature bringing up and Sri Ramakrishna's? This one is, nature has a constant protocol of evolution. All things grow in a particular way. Each has its own. Now, the way in which coconut plant grows or the banana plant grows, entirely different, but it grows in a particular way. Wherever the banana plant is there, they almost grow in the same fashion. Coconut tree grows in its own fashion. But there is a constancy, there is a pattern, there is a way it grows. Here it is not only growth, here is transformation of vision from the external world to the spiritual world. This is process of evolution in such a way that there is a shift of paradigm in a different way. The whole vision is changed, attitudes are changed, and the material world is replaced by the spiritual world. Same world remains, same things remains, but ultimately he starts seeing divine. He himself, his own understanding about himself changes. I am body to I am spirit. From infinite to infinite it takes. From ephemeral to eternal. How? You see, from mortality to immortality. And you imagine from finite to infinite, unimaginable. We are going back to source. And from finite to finite is very easy. Nature herself takes. She is gathering from mud and making the plant grow. And grows to become mud again. It is transformation of the matter into matter. Life is there as manifestation of spirit through matter. Now, this life force, which is living in the universe, living in the world, from one place to another place, it is just going through the cycle of transformation or transmigration. From one body it is going to the other body. Karmic cycle it is continuing. It has to be brought out of the karmic cycle. No more karma affects it. And this process needs divine interference. Nature's plan is you must reach that absolute, the source from where the jiva comes. That is the plan of nature. But here you see a divine interference comes to change the entire direction of view and vision. Three things exist as long as I am body. Ultimate three entities remain: Jiva, Jagat, and Ishvara. The individual soul, the cosmic existence, and the divine beyond. So the three understanding of myself, this world, and God goes on changing. They are three entirely unconnected as if the entities as long as I am body. Slowly they merge. And you see, ultimately there is one reality. There were never three. When your consciousness raises to the cosmic level, you will see never the same what we was calling Jiva is the same as the universe, is same as the Ishvara. One homogeneous existence. There were never three. Because I was seeing from the other side, from my side, identifying myself with the body and mind, it was looking like three. When this identification breaks, and I log myself to the eternal and see, to the absolute reality and see, they were never three. Like prism and spectrum. White light passing through the prism is looking different colors. The 7 colors are differentiated, and you are seeing only colors on the other side. You are seeing from this side. Enter into the prism and go to the other side. You see there was only white light. They all merged. They were appearing to be different. They are one on the other side. You are transcending this bodily existence, that's all. You have come to the other side, and from this side you are seeing, from the Jiva side, and it is only in waking state. You pass through the other two states, Swapna and Sushupti. You are passing through every day. Only we value and think waking state is real. So equally real is your dream state. Equally real is your deep sleep state. As states, they are real. What you see may be unreal and impermanent. Deep sleep, you don't feel existence of anything other than yourself. Only one entity. There is no second entity also. Absence of all things. Mind contains only one wave of absence of all things, and itself remains without a duality. So if duality is there, you will understand. When there is no duality, nothing is understood. One without a second, what will it understand? In deep sleep, we are in that state. And it has nothing to do with the waking state or dream state. Dream state also, you are experiencing a dream. Dream may be false, but you and the experience is real. So, in waking state also, you identify with a physical body. And so this world looks and appears. The moment you de-identify yourself with the body, you don't see this world anymore. And when you identify with the cosmic existence, being one with the Ishvara, when the Jiva merges in the Ishvara, it sees one Ananda Swarupa alone exists, Satchidananda, as the whole universe. So Sri Ramakrishna wants the same way, stage by stage. He has just given a rough sketching. Now he wants to finish the whole thing. Now we may not see in the gospel Sri Ramakrishna appearing or going there or doing anything. And as a Lord of the universe, he doesn't need anything. He can do just by his will or even without his will. But the thing is, the process by which, the way in which God handles things, he is explaining. He is explaining his own. It is not only with the Vidyasagar. He is doing the same with all of us. He is bringing up how we came in contact with a holy man or a book of Sri Ramakrishna somewhere or some information we got, and how that giving a small idea or information, how by stages he has brought us to the present stage of understanding philosophical concepts, understanding there is a purpose in human life, and all things are just passing show, nothing to be worried about, nothing to be paid attention to, nothing remains tomorrow. Everything is going to disappear. whole attention shall be how to go beyond this. Again transmigration. Again same rut. Why don't you go beyond? To the place where there is no change and where there is no suffering and bondage, but only bliss and peace. Eternal life in the ocean of bliss, peace, love, absolute. So this is Sri Ramakrishna aiming at, and here specially we must understand that how he is going to handle each one of the jiva, how God enters. When does he enter directly into a jiva's life? Is when he practically starts sacrificing his life for the welfare of the world, for others. Everyone does for one's own sake. Maximum what gives him comfort and joy, a little expansion to the family level. Maybe a little more towards the small society or known people, helping some people. Only that much. Who cares for the world at large? Who sheds tears for the suffering mankind or for the nature that's being constantly harmed? So whether what you do is not important, how much you do is also not important, but how you feel. You may be doing lot of philanthropic work because you have money or resources or strength or youth, but without the feeling of the heart. It's only a display. One more vanity, one more feather in the cap. The other side, inside you, do you feel that? If you feel from the bottom of your heart for the suffering mankind, or for the nature, or for other beings, you don't need to do any physical. Physically, if you don't do, or to the extent you are able to do, the tears that you shed is what Sri Ramakrishna or the God sees. So, when does the God and nature start helping you and entering into your life? Divine interference, when do you get? Is when your consciousness expands to the cosmic level, when your heart expands to the universal level, including all jivas. You start feeling that oneness and collective universe, collective this whole world is God Himself. All jivas together. Even a jiva independent of all things is also the same God. So he is telling how it is. Vidyasagar, now he is coming to Vidyasagar again. Now, what does God do? And how he transforms jiva stage by stage is being told there. And now, at what stage Vidyasagar is fully ready? We must be ready. But his inner stuff, how do you know he is ready? Because his heart is weeping for others. But the inner stuff is covered with a thin layer. That layer is depicting the heart is melting for others, but just that, beyond that, it is covered. While he is weeping itself has covered the inner, means he has gone for the physical level to the deep within, to the innermost layers. What we have to observe is his inner condition. We are at the bodily level, physical bodily level, and striving to protect or enjoy at bodily level. He is at the heart level. Beyond the body, there is senses, sensual level. Then there is mind, psychic level. Then there is intellect, reasoning. Then there is heart. He has crossed all these layers and he is there. Just he is at the feeling heart. He just enters, he gets absorbed within. That layer he crosses, it is divine within. The real heart he reaches. In everyone, time and again I am telling, there will be animal nature, human nature and divine nature. In animal nature, he runs after the enjoyments of the world and possessions. What can I get? How can I get? Where can I get? I want to enjoy. I, mine and for me. Then, through experiences, through many, many lives of struggle, running behind it, he sees where is the real happiness. I'm running for a drop of a small glimpse of the lowest type of momentary pleasures, not even happiness, no joy, no bliss, pleasures, sense pleasures. I'm running so much of bondage, so much of suffering, where there is real happiness. Then the animal nature comes down, human nature projects. Then he is starting weeping for others. Oh, he is also running, he is also running. What can I do? How can I remove the suffering of these people? How can I give higher term? How can I educate them? So many thoughts, so many ways he starts because his animal nature has come down, human nature has awakened. Now, Vidyasagar is that pure human level without animal nature at all. He has totally transcended. And from human nature, he has to go to the divine nature, aspiring for God, struggle to realize God, struggle to go beyond, so that after going beyond, he can help others to go beyond. So this, now you see, when a man is rid of animal nature and his soul is aspiring, just like he was running after enjoyments and possessions, his ego, why did she tell me? Why did he tell me that that I when mellows, when humility comes, when blessing for the world comes from the heart, he has become pure human. Even to become a human, how much difficult it is, you see. And he is at the human level and he has stranded at the human level also. And then he is ready to enter into the divine realm. So he is ready. Ready means, you see, human range also will be quite different. I take care of all, I be for others. At the same time, I don't want to give up mine. My people first. My people are also included in the everybody's welfare I am seeking. Then, it doesn't matter, I am deprived of. It doesn't matter if I suffer a little for sake of others. From I must also get, others also get. To that, if I don't get, doesn't matter, others must get. Then he forgets himself, his comforts, his gains and losses. Then he is perfect human, ready to enter into the divine range. Here you see, he is ready means he has even the whole range of human evolutionary process he has finished. God coming to his door, you can imagine. Hmm. So also, he comes to the door of every jiva. There is the door within. The Lord is knocking from the other side. Our attention is on the world and we have to turn inward like Vidyasagar. Now Vidyasagar, Sri Ramakrishna has gone to his door, but Vidyasagar himself doesn't know who has come to his door. The Lord of the universe. He is Sri Ramakrishna has come to his door, not the Lord of the universe. Now, when Sri Ramakrishna starts whitewashing and painting and all that, then he will understand, oh, divine grace is there on me. Then he will understand, oh, last, when he has totally entered into divine level of existence, when he is able to understand what is within him, who came to make him, the Vishwa Guru has come to make him understand what is where. At that time, he will understand, oh, the Lord of universe had all this was done by him. All this was a play. And the play took place for my evolution, my attainment. So here he says that Vidyasagar is fully ready, but his inner stuff is covered with a thin layer. Means human evolution also is completing and spiritual evolution is ready to begin. Has begun, you can say. He is now engaged in doing good works, but he does not know what is within himself. Gold is hidden within him. The thing which is not going to lose its value, the thing which is not going to erode away, waste away, rust away, such a thing is within himself, which is going to be indestructible, unchanging, eternal reality, the ocean of bliss, the glittering part is within, which is giving life and existence to this bodily existence is within. God dwells within us. In every one of us, the God dwells. The conscious part of our existence, existential part of our existence is God. I exist. This exist is God. Life is there. Life is manifestation of spirit through matter. The universal spirit, universal consciousness is projecting through every body as individual consciousness. The room space is projecting in every part within the room as part space. Similarly, within us, that spirit is there. God is there. God is the source. God is the substratum. God is what pervades. God has become all this. But we are identified with body and are unable to see. When we understand who within is He, then we start searching and finally see that everything is divine. When one knows that, one feels like giving up all activities and praying to God with a yearning soul. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.